This is Jonathan Agger, Fifth Pro Boxing Fans, joined by Eddie Hearn here in Las Vegas, ahead of the third fight between Canelo and Golovkin this Saturday. The winner takes... Oh, Eddie, first of all, did you think this fight would take sort of how many years it's taken to happen?
No, but I'm pleased it did. You know, I think they've talked about it for a while. Obviously, Canelo was doing his own thing. But we're here, you know, and I think we're here at the right time. I think the fight's going to suit Gennady Golovkin a lot of 168. He's been making championship weight at middleweight for 15, 16 years. Canelo Alvarez coming off the defeat makes it even more intriguing. Both guys intense, both guys in tremendous shape. I think you're going to see the best of the three fights on Saturday.
Does this give you a bit of sort of the pre-fight Fury-Wilder vibes, where people were saying, why are we seeing this again? And then all of a sudden we got an absolute classic. Is that what you sort of expect?
I think you know it's going to be a war. Like, it can only be a tremendous fight. Whether you want to downplay Gennady Golovkin's age or whatever you want to do, you know it's going to be a war on Saturday night, because Gennady has a granite chin, so does Canelo Alvarez. Both guys can't stand each other. Both guys are absolute icons of the sport. The undisputed super middleweight world championship's on the line. I mean, we're here in Las Vegas. I don't know what more you can want. It's the biggest night of the boxing year so far. The undercard's tremendous, and I really believe these two will give us the best of the three fights on Saturday.
What do you make of when people believe that Canelo can go in there and stop Golovkin, even though they've had 24 rounds together?
I think it's a big ask. I do believe this fight won't go 12 rounds, because I think that, you know, you've got a situation where Canelo Alvarez is coming with tremendous spite in this fight, and he could be reckless. And if he is, you know, he's going to take shots from Gennady Golovkin, and vice versa. Both guys can punch, but both guys do have a granite chin, and I think, you know, I do think that Gennady's durability will be very solid at 168 as well. And we all know how durable Canelo Alvarez is, but it's going to be a brutal fight, that's for sure.
Should Canelo lose on Saturday, does he have a rematch clause? Could we see a fourth one?
No rematch clause, and you know, I think that the full fight would be huge, but you know, it's a lot at stake for Canelo Alvarez, because he's coming off the Bivol defeat, you know, and he wants to put it right. He wants to make a statement.
Quickly touch on news in the last 24 hours that Joshua's accepted terms to fight Fury on December 3rd. First of all, what sort of changed from sort of what you said last week, that you wanted December 17th? And I mean, it was reported 50-50 in the rematch.
We were given no option. You know, I felt, look, we offered Tyson Fury 60-40 when AJ was champion and he wasn't. He turned it down. He said he wants 50-50, all right? Whatever. I felt that if you want 60-40, when AJ beats you, it should flip the other way. If that's the excuse of champion challenger. No. We'd like to do it December 17. You've already got Millennium Stadium held December 17. No. It's like, this is the date, this is the split, take it or leave it. And AJ went, I'll take it, because this might be my only chance to get him. You know, and he's wanted to get him for a long time. Don't forget, AJ signed for this fight a long time ago. So, you know, I think that he's proved the point. And if they're true to their word, I think you'll see the fight December 3rd.
Have you received a contract yet from Frank?
No, we accepted terms on Friday. Look, obviously with everything that happened with the Queen, we haven't been vocal, but AJ today came out and said, look, we accepted terms on Friday. We're waiting for the contract. I spoke to George Warren today. He said we should get it over the next couple of days.
In terms of the broadcast situation, I spoke to Bob Arum last week. He said that he's still got fights with Fury. So does that complicate perhaps sort of the international audience?
And the British audience. Yeah, the British deal is also complicated, because you've got DAZN and BT. But, you know, everybody seems very confident and willing to find a solution, and no one will want to be the one to stop that fight from happening. So I think we can get there.
Do you have a backup name option if this fight doesn't happen?
It was always the plan to go and have a couple of fights, one in December and one in spring, and then Dillian Whyte and Wilder, but this presented itself, and AJ accepted the challenge.
And just on Chris Eubank Sr.'s comments yesterday that he wants to pull Eubank from this Conor Benn fight, did that take you by surprise, or did you have an inkling he wasn't happy?
It did, because Chris Eubank Sr. Is aware of the terms. You know, no one's pulling anyone from the fight. That fight's happening. Cal has confirmed that. Eubank Jr. has confirmed that. Ronnie Davis says the weight's great. The board have weighed him. So we're full steam ahead for October 8th. Mind games, or I don't know what it is, but everyone's aware of the terms, and both men will be there in the ring on the O2.
So just to be clear, there's no chance that the weight or rehydration changes?
Everybody knows, including Senior, the weight that was signed up to. So it's only a pound or so below the lowest weight he's been. The big disadvantage in this fight is for Conor Benn. You know, he's coming up from 147 pounds, so he's not moaning. He knows what he signed up to. So does Chris Eubank Jr. And we'll see them both at the O2.
Just lastly, you announced that Lara's off. Wood's picked up an injury. Is Lara still going to be on the card?
He won't be, no. We'll look to reschedule that fight. Very disappointing, but we were left with a very good card still, and a lot of fighters that have been training for a long time for that date. And we all know they only get paid when they fight, so we made the decision to move forward with the date. It's still a great card, and we'll look to reschedule Lara.
Eddie Hearn, thanks for talking to Pro Boxing Podcast.